Alright everyone, welcome to a new episode of ESP Tries In.
Sure, $10 gets more than regular fast food, but for a full meal, combo meal, that's really good, so.
For me, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a gigantic fan of beef brisket.
Oh my god, that is terrible. That tastes like Bowser's piss.
ESP Tries In.
Okay, chat. So this is what I'm up to. I promised a while ago, because of the Quartering coffee drama, that I would review his coffee. And indeed, I have it right here, chat. So this is the brand of coffee that the Quartering personally recommended to me. I did reach out to him. This is the Ultra Dark Roast. Supposedly, it says on the back, welcome to Coffee Brand Coffee, where exceptional coffee is our focus. We prioritize genuine taste and unmatched freshness without gimmicks. Sorry, I'm reading this off my screen to my right, so that sounds weird. That's why. Without gimmicks. Each cup embodies the authentic essence of high-quality coffee, ensuring a pure and delightful experience. Welcome to a brand where richness of your coffee is celebrated, making each brew simplified and enjoyable. And this is 12 ounces, and it came in at $20. It describes itself as having the notes of, so I can get it in focus, baker's chocolate, pipe tobacco, clove, and smoky. It is ground or whole. Actually, there's a little check mark on the whole. So this is whole beans. And so, to accompany my decision to buy whole bean coffee, I bought other shit too. All business write-offs for this review, in case you're wondering. Chat. This is the Chestnut C by Time More. This is a coffee grinder. Unlike most reviews, where the person reviewing it has an understanding of what he's doing and has used his equipment many times, as many of you know, I quit caffeine for Lent, did not have a drop of it, still have not had a drop of it, but I figure I might as well have a cup a day, just to kind of wake myself up. And yes, I am a little bit congested, but I've checked my olfactory senses, so I can taste and smell just fine. The other thing that I bought is this $70 piece of plastic called an AeroPress. Supposedly is a French press, but doesn't suck. French presses are fucking awful. In particular, comes with this. This is a AeroPress filter. This was $3, I think. And what this does is it keeps the grinds out of your coffee. For some reason, French people love to munch on coffee grinds when they drink their coffee. Eat their coffee, literally. I don't like eating my coffee. I like drinking my coffee, so I don't like that. Supposedly, this is going to be the new and improved way of doing something. Doing my coffee, rather, specifically. This Cafe Bustelo, you can get this for dollars, pennies on the dollar, at any Walmart, anywhere. So, this is when I came home from the U.S., or to the U.S., I started to test every coffee that had K-Pods, because my Airbnb had K-Pod, like a Keurig machine. So I bought every K-Pod they had at Walmart, every one of them, and I tested all of them. Cafe Bustelo, without a doubt, is the best conventional coffee brand that you can buy at a Walmart, basically. So that's my control. I know I like this. I'm going to be making 3 cups of espresso, 1 cup of Bustelo, 1 cup of Coffee Brand Coffee, silky ultra dark roast, and then 1 cup of a third coffee that is a surprise. Some people already figured out what this is. I don't know how they figured this out based on the information that I gave out, but that is indeed so it's not going to be a surprise to some of you. Anyways, my point of doing this is that I like Cafe Bustelo. It's perfectly adequate for a coffee. And the price difference is the thing. This is like a couple dollars. That's $20. And then the other coffee I bought is like $40. And I don't even think it's going to be good. However, the main difference that supposedly is that Cafe Bustelo like freeze dries their coffee immediately and then ultra fine grinds it to make their K-Pods and stuff. And with this, the Quartering, Hambly promised me that these are made days before they're shipped. So this should be as fresh as it gets, chat. So, let's make a cup of Cafe Bustelo. In case you're wondering, by the way, I'm wearing gloves because the FBI can reconstruct your fingerprints from an image, and I don't want to solve any cold cases from the 1990s behind an Arby's. All right, so grinds my $1. Supposedly, the way this works is that. Let's see. Oh God, I'm already fucking up. Okay, I got it. So you got the plunger and you got the thingy. The thingy, you put the coffee filter at the thingy and then you plunge it. But you have to let it sit for 5 minutes. So I'm going to do that on camera and then I'm going to wait off camera, chat. I think I found out what the fuck this thing is for that comes with the AeroPress. I put the filter in there and then it's like, how do you get this in? I imagine that this is for pushing this thingy down. Oh God. Oh, I got it. Yeah, that's right. That looks good. Yeah, that looks good. All right, next. It just occurred to me, how the fuck do I put the coffee in here and let it sit for 5 minutes before I plunge it? I have to consult the directions on how to make coffee, chat. Oh, give me a second. Okay, so see right here. It says espresso style. Prep. Grind your medium fine. Heat your water to boiling, or if you have a temperature controlled set it to 85. I've already done that. Pull plunger to separate entirely. Put filter. Twist filter cap into chamber. Stand chamber on carafe and add 1 heaping or 15 g of coffee to each espresso style shot that you wish to brew. Shake gently to level. Then add the water. Stir for 10 seconds. It says 10 seconds, no more, no less. And then insert plunger into chamber and let sit for 30 seconds. Okay, it doesn't take a full 5 minutes. I guess I might as well try to do this on camera. The only thing wrong is that my camera loves to like shut off. I don't know why the fuck it does that. I've turned this off. It just likes to piss me off. So I'm gonna try to do this. I guess I'll reset it every time I fuck up. AeroPress. All right, AeroPress in the center, ready to go. So it wants 15 grams. I happen to know off the top of my head that it's 2 teaspoons. It also instructed me to shake it gently, chat. Now, I believe it wants an 1/8 of a cup. I think it's 30 grams of water. Actually, how much water? Consulting the manual, chat. Up to first dot for espresso. Okay, that is much more easy than what I planned. Pouring boiling water into a measuring cup. Cool, that's a good feature I like. All right, first dot. That is not very much. Okay. Coffee is brewing. Now, before I do that, I'm supposed to do my aroma and my bouquet. The bouquet is just the grinds. The bouquet of the Cafe Bustelo is, it smells like coffee. It smells like coffee. It says to, press it in and wait 30 seconds before doing a full plunge. You can't really see that. And I'm not really able to tilt it, so I'm just counting to 30 before I do this. My camera is now warning me it has reached its temperature limit, so after I do this, I will have to fix my camera, chat. Again. Alright, I feel like it's been 30 seconds. I'm gonna plunge this motherfucker. Alright, that should be a cup of espresso. Let's see. Alright, let's pour it. All right, Cafe Bustelo. I know what it is. It comes out of Walmart. Yeah, it's really pleasant. The reason why I really like it is that it does not have a very high acidity. Coffee is usually very acrid, and I don't like it. It just tastes like shit. So you basically always have to pair it with some kind of dairy product, like creamer or whole milk, and that amplifies the flavor of coffee without without ruining it. So that's what I usually do. Cafe Bustelo does not really need that. It feels kind of watery to drink coffee without milk after drinking it with milk for so long. But yeah, see, you're supposed to be able to detect like an aroma and a bouquet, and then you like roll it around on your tongue, and you get like a palate and for it, and it's just like it's just coffee. I will say this: I feel like Cafe Bustelo has like a nutty flavor to it, and I don't know if they add like peanuts or something, but I can actually kind of smell that leather that they talk about. That some coffee's like a leather smell to it that you get like in cars. Yeah, it's definitely the nuttiness of the coffee. It like sets it apart, makes it taste better. Now, apparently, all of these are coffee Arabica and not Robusta, which I'm aware is a point of contention in coffee aficionados. I will say I do like the French press or the AeroPress. There's no grinds in my coffee whatsoever. I don't feel like it's too weak. I don't feel like it's too strong. I feel like this is actually a really good cup of coffee. I'm very happy actually because I spent a lot of money on all this shit. I'm very eager, by the way, to test this. This is the coffee grinder that I will use for the beans, which is next when I do the coffee brand coffee. Yeah, that's fucking good. I'm really pleased, actually. I know it's just the freeze-dried espresso, but it's like, yeah, that's coffee. I haven't had that in a month and a half at this point. Great. I will set up the coffee brand coffee next. Okay, so I did Jeremy Hambley an extreme disservice by not opening this bag and with the camera running. It's kind of hard to see. Light, there we go. Light. Over here, I can hold up. Can you see that? They are so dark, and when I open that, the smell is great. I wish I knew how to describe it. I just don't have the words for it. It's yeah. Let's see what it tries to say it is, and then I don't know what I'm doing. I'll just compare it to what they advertise. It says Baker's Chocolate, Pipe Tobacco, Clove, and Smoky. Oh, that's it. That's what it is. It's like a bar. It's like when you walk into a bar and get hit with that cigarette smoke. I'm a big fan of that smell. I don't know why. I've never smoked, but I've never been put off by the smell of a bar. Yeah, that's good. It is weird. It's hard to describe it. It is like cigarette smoke, which I guess would be off-putting to a lot of people, but I like it. So I'm gonna grind up just a little bit of this, and I guess I'll do that on camera. Let's try to do that on camera. As I said, I did Jeremy no favors by not opening that on camera and getting a real reaction to it because I went ooh, ooh. All right, just so you know, if it's bad, I'll say it's fucking bad. If it's not worth $20, I'll say that. I don't know Jeremy anything. So this thing looks like a fucking microphone condenser. You see what I mean? Let's see if I can make the bit brighter. There we go. What I'm talking about? Yeah. Okay, so that's the main body. That is the handle. And then it unscrews like this. Makes a very pleasant sound. It's like ASMR. Ooh. Coffee grinding ASMR. And then you're supposed to adjust it. And this, I think, is only... You get this only from experience. So I would have no idea how to adjust the fineness. I think I've tried to guess. And if it's really coarse, I'll grind it again at a finer amount, I guess. That's the best I can do. Maybe a little bit more coffee ASMR. Okay, so it said 15 grams, so that's only 2 teaspoons. Much. I think the manual grinder should be able to do that. I'll give it a third just in case. Expensive. Now, just push this in like so. There's nothing really keeping it there, and then I grind it. And I guess I keep going until I can't feel nothing. Just like in real life. That feels good. God damn it. Then my glasses fall off. Alright, let's see if I actually ground everything in there. I did not! I completely fucked up. There's still a bunch left. Okay. Fuck her back on then. We're making more. Yeah, you can kind of see that, like, there's a bunch of grinds still left in there. So I'm gonna have to fuck around with it till I can get that to work. So, oh god. Spilled a bunch of grinds on the fucking floor. So I realized at a certain point that, nothing was coming out whatsoever. You can't really see it, but there's nothing in there. And I realized that the coarseness thing was all the way shut. I thought I had opened it a little bit, but I guess not. So now I'm grinding. Oh, yeah, now it's grinding. Now it's grinding, chat. Fortunately, I spilled a bunch on the fucking floor. Like a fucking retard, but... Oh, now I don't feel anything. Okay, so it does work great when you don't completely shut off the coarseness. See if I can get a little bit of light in here. I'll get the thing. I do want to show you what it looks like. It's so hard. Oh yeah, there we go. See it? It's like an excavation. Wah, wah, wah. Dinosaur bones and shit. Alright, let me double check that everything got grinded up. I did put a little bit extra in there, so I'm not too afraid about how much I lost. It is pretty coarse what I got out, so I think that's what the AeroPress even wants. So let me finish grinding this, and then alright, here we go. Got the rinds right here. Into the thing. It says to shake. Gently shake. I did put the filter in, I just did it off camera. Gently plunger in. Half an inch. Then it said wait 30 seconds. Honestly, the more coarsely ground coffee is a lot lighter. Like the actual water, you can kind of see it in the camera, but it's a lot lighter than the espresso was. I mean, that might just be my fault. I'm willing to admit. We'll see how it looks once I plunger it. Fortunately, it looks like some of the grinds did get through. That's also probably my fault because I don't know what I'm doing. But like, it's been 30 seconds. Do the old plungerino. I feel like I fucked up. That's way too thin. Be the super dark coffee. Here, kind of compare this. I think this is what I got out of Jeremy's, and this is what I got out of the regular Coffee Bustelo, and it's just much lighter. And I think that is my fault. So I might do it again if I just don't taste enough coffee in this. Yeah, it's a very light flavor, so I'm actually gonna do this again. I apologize. I think I fucked up. All right. So I fucked around with it for a while. This is much finer. If I can get the light. than it was before. It's probably less fine than the Cafe Bustelo, but they say you want it more coarse. But I am certain that I just had it way too fucking thick the first time, and this should be better. If not, I'll just grind it again. But okay, that's looking better. It looks like tea, but I hope once I plunger it, it'll be a little bit darker. Yeah, it's definitely getting darker already. That's great. I've cleaned out all my instruments, by the way, and I cleaned out my cup, so. Alright, let's plunger it. Yeah. I'm gonna go with this one because I feel like it's still too thick or something, or I'm not putting enough in, because maybe the espresso is just more like it dissolves or something. So I'll just run with this. Like I'm doing it a disservice, I will. What else am I gonna do? What do you expect? Okay. Yeah, it's still the smell of the bar. I'm a little afraid of burning myself. There is a little bit of chocolate. There's a little bit of that chocolate flavor. It's definitely like the tobacco. That's definitely what it is. I didn't know what to expect when I got like ultra dark roast. I was not expecting like tobacco and smoke. I mean, those are things that I'm not like particularly off put by, but I mean, it's not bad. The smell of the beans is very good. I think maybe if I made it a lot more thicker with more grinds, it would be really strong. But the question is really, is this so much better than Cafe Bustelo that it is worth the price? I mean, I will say there's like a experience to it that's really hard to explain. It's like it coats the tongue, and I want to say that's the oils, because I read about how to review coffee before I did this, and it has like a very pleasant experience where it kind of like coats the tongue. And I think this would pair excellent with milk. I'm drinking it straight for the sake of the review, but I bet you if you put a little bit of milk in this, I might, what I'm going to do for the third coffee is I'm going to grind it a lot finer, because I keep because I open it way up and then I keep grinding it, tightening it down, and it doesn't really indicate how fine it's going to be in the thing, but I want to tighten it even more for the third coffee. And then if that one looks a lot better, I'm going to make a third cup of Jeremy's, and I'm going to try it with and without milk, just to kind of round this out. But yeah, I mean, it's coffee. It's good. It's not off-putting at all. It's also like with the Cafe Bustelo, I will say that it's not acrid, and I don't know if that's maybe because it's watered down because of how I did it. But it's not upsetting to drink at all. It doesn't taste cheap. I guess I'll put it like that. It does not taste like fucking Folgers or, what is it? The other ones where it's like something house, Matthew House, or whatever the fuck. It doesn't taste like that. It doesn't taste like something you get at a Waffle House or whatever. It's really drinkable. I'm enjoying my cup of coffee, but it's $20 for that bag, and that bag is 12 ounces of beans. The Cafe Bustelo is at least half the price, and it's 10 ounces of espresso. So yeah, I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to try a different whole bean coffee, and then after that I will make a third cup of Jeremy's with a little bit of milk and see if it's mind-blowing then. Okay. I'm saving a little bit of coffee so that I can compare them cold, because I usually drink them cold, and I have a feeling if I get into making my own coffee in the future, I'm going to do cold press. So I'm not usually somebody who drinks their coffee piping hot, though I know that's a thing that people like to experience when they drink coffee. I keep going back for it. I mean, I gotta admit, I'm sitting here talking with the coffee in my hand, and I've drinking almost all of it. So it's definitely not bad. Not fucking around, chat. Time to get out the big guns. All right, here it is, the humiliation round. Jeremy's coffee isn't significantly better than this. He's failed completely. This was more expensive than the other coffee by a lot. I think it was $40 Canadian. Might have been USD. I think it's Canadian. And it is, I'm so embarrassed. I feel like I can shut this thing off right now. And then every step in between doing this and publishing it to the internet is an additional mistake. But I consider myself an entertainer, chat. And I'm going to entertain. It is the Pippa Pipkins coffee from FaZe Connect. I ordered this from fucking Canada. And this is the humiliation round. If apparently nobody likes this. Nobody likes this at all. Not even Pippa. So I picked Pippa out of the lineup of FaZe Connect characters, in case you're wondering, because at one point in time she called me Dear Feeder, so I'm going to pay the favor back. I know she probably despises us at this point, but it is what it is. So there's no information whatsoever about the actual coffee. I remember on the site it said something, it's a unique blend as unique as Pippa. So I don't know what the fuck that means. I will say this is less coffee than the Quarter Rings coffee and Cafe Bustelo. And right off the bat, the packaging is cheaper than Coffee Brain Coffee, because Coffee Brain Coffee had that really nice packaging. Cafe Bustelo obviously has this is like a plain white bag with like a cardboard insert. So right off the fucking bat, is there a way to slip this off without damaging my oat? I'm just kidding. Don't. Oh my God. Remember to edit that out. Okay. Okay, I did. I managed to not destroy Pippa's face in the process of getting this. As I predicted, this is a plain white bag that they put a cardboard insert around. Now, my main concern here is that Hambly was very certain that the fresh brewed coffee is the best, and you want it brewed as close to when you make the cup of coffee as possible. I am almost certain that this has been sitting in a FaZe Connect warehouse in Canada for probably a year, because I don't think anybody has ever fucking bought this before. I may be the first. Which just says a lot about me, I guess. How the fuck do I open this? I don't want to tear it. There's like, Hambly's has like this very nice Ziploc thing on the inside. So this is things that I don't consider. Maybe Hambly went all out on the fucking packaging. That's why it's so fucking expensive. This has like a weird like tie around the top, and there's no obvious way, especially with gloves on. Especially with my murderer gloves on. Fuck it. I didn't have to take my gloves off for Hambly's thing, by the way. I'm just gonna point that out. Okay, I'm still fumbling to open the fucking packaging. It's like glued at the top, but at the same time, you can't cut it because the zip tie at the top is so close to where you would cut it. Maybe you do have to cut it. Okay, I'm gonna try to cut it as close to the black tie as possible. I feel like DSP. DSP tries it. Okay, I cut it. And because it's a plain white bag, I did not cause any... Okay, so I'm going to do Pippa a favor I did not do Hambly. I'm actually going to smell the coffee as it comes out the box. Oh, it's perfumey. It's very perfumey. It's not dark at all. Strawberries immediately, right off the top. Strawberries. It's a light roast. It's very, very fruity. It's almost saccharine. Yeah, it's like strawberries. Like it smells like a strawberry milkshake. It's actually a good smell. It's just not. You can't say that because it's not masculine. I need the car leather smoky ashtray smell. I don't need the really fruity. I guess it's a good blend for spring, man, because it's strawberries. But let's get my murderer gloves back on. I'll show you the insides of the container. 1 second. I've just been staring at a face of a rabbit anime girl this entire time. So this is the inside. And there's not enough fucking light to see it. How about this? I'll pour a little bit out. Oh, God. I've got Pippa beans all over my fucking floor. Light roast, I think. Maybe it does look right. I'm gonna say this. So as I grind this, let me just say there's absolutely no way to justify the price. Unless, like, I know there's like that rare cat in India that they force feed coffee beans and then they like make coffee out of the poo. Maybe they do that with the actress for Pippa. That would at least justify the price. It still wouldn't be something I go out of my way to buy for $40. But at least I could understand Ooh, that strawberry smell is so strong that when I grind it, it like percolates through the air. But at least I would understand why somebody would spend $40 on a smaller bag of coffee. I don't even know how much it is. I think it's like 8 ounces as opposed to 12. That's what you get when you buy the premium weeb shit, I guess. I can only imagine how much they spend on those fucking figurines they jerk off on. Alright, so I got my coffee. Let's pour this in and brew it. Alright. Yeah, it's definitely so it's much finer ground now than I did for Hambley's. Now that it's ground up, it still has that really strong strawberry smell. It's just really sweet, and the bean smells good. I don't know how to put it. It smells like a dessert. I absolutely fucking loathe if I actually like. I have no shame, so. Wow, so when I pour it in, that's called the aroma. And it smells like hay. It kind of reminds me of a barn, like a horse or something. And that really scares me, because I don't know what the fuck they do for this coffee to make it the Pippa coffee, but I'm getting barn smell off it. I don't know that. I don't know that's a good sign. Has that been 30 seconds? I want to say that the output of this fineness is much better than what I got for Hambley. So I will actually do a third cup of Hambley's, just to be fair. All right. Yeah, this feels right. This feels so much. It's so much harder to press because the grinds are so fine, and it's forcing it through the filter. That feels like I did that correctly. Dude, that smells so much like a horse. Yeah, it is this overwhelming smell of like hay, like used hay. Maybe they're going for like the inside like a rabbit cage. I'm trying not to be gross or too mean, but the smell of the beans was extremely fruity and inviting, and it smelled like a dessert for springtime, like a strawberry shortcake or something. But when I brew it, the aroma of the coffee. This is like before, with Hambley's and with the Bustelo, it's like so. It's just like, yeah, this smells like coffee. It smells like bean juice, right? But this has definitely got a flavor to it. Okay, so yeah, the strawberry smell is almost completely gone now that it's cooked, and it just smells like a barn. So let's drink it, I guess. Try to get some light into it. It's much lighter with in person. I guess I have my ISO too low or something. No strawberry flavor whatsoever now that it's brewed. It also has that kind of astringency. It's not very much, but it is definitely more astringent than Hambley's or Bustelo. Yeah, it's just off. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to find a positive thing to say about it. Yeah, it's a little bit off. It has a kind of acidic taste to it that I'm not fond of, and I'm explicitly looking away for. The smell of the roasted beans is really good, as I said. But once it's brewed, it loses that strawberryness completely, and it honestly it just smells. Even when I taste it, it smells like I'm inside of a barn. So yeah, I saw that she had asked on Twitter, did anyone like the coffee? And this is definitely not. This is something that I can drink. I'm definitely gonna like finish this because it's coffee, but it's not like repugnant to the senses or undrinkable. It's just like it's so weird how the smell and the flavor after being brewed are just so incongruent with each other. Okay, redemption round. See if I can do this one better than before. I've got my grinds right here, ready to go, super fine, just like I did Pippa's. Dump this in. That's much better. That's much better. It's so much darker. I'm gonna say because I said this when I did the last one that it hit me with that smell of barn. The smell that comes out, the aroma, I think is what they call it when you start brewing it, is much similar to the beans. There's no lack of that smoky bar smell. So no thing, no bait and switch. Strawberry scent with this one. That's been 30 seconds. 30, I don't know, I'm impatient. A little bit. I want to do this right. I want to give him a good shot. Nice and slow. Right. That's my coffee brand coffee. Ooh. I can see the oils on the. I don't know if I could possibly catch that. Yeah, you can. You can see the oils of the coffee. Awesome. That's what you want. I did it right this time. Oh, now the chocolate's in there. Yeah. Uh-huh. I can taste the chocolate. Still definitely taste. I don't know what the fuck a clove tastes like. Like the shit you put in soup. Pipe tobacco. Yeah, it is as average. I'm gonna give it that. Now that I'm looking for those things, like I can taste the chocolate. I can taste the tobacco. I can smell the ash, the smoke, the pipe tobacco smoke. When I smell the bag when it opens up, it is as advertised. And Pippa's coffee, or I should say the Phase Connect coffee, because she didn't really have anything to do with it, I guess. She probably just told him, I like strawberry. And they're like, okay, retard. Let's make some coffee then. That one is accurate, and when I was preparing the setup for this brew, I noticed that I had a little bit of that upset, like regurgitation, just because I hate acidity. So I was kind of having a little bit of reflux. And this... Like, it's why I just appreciate how there is no acidity to this whatsoever. It's so smooth. It's good. I mean, I think that my takeaway is, I think Jeremy actually does care about making good coffee. I don't know if this is $20 a bag good, especially because he sells it whole bean. I think he might sell it ground too, but because the bag says it also comes in ground. I just think that the market, because, people get into their habits. They go to the store and they buy their Folgers, or they buy their Bustelo. And then, once I went through all my K-Cups, I'm like, okay, Bustelo, this works for me. I'm going to buy this coffee. Would have never thought about buying coffee brand coffee if I saw it on the shelves of Walmart, So the people who are going to buy this are either people convinced to buy it word of mouth, or people who know Jeremy Hambly. And that's why you want to keep those expenses as low as possible, because it's like, that's your audience. It's just that circle of people. So I'll say this is good, and I'll say that nobody who likes coffee would probably turn this down. They'll drink it. They might even like it. And I'm not somebody who goes out of my way to buy dark roast, but I can taste the chocolate. I can taste the tobacco. I can taste the smoke. I like it. It does feel like a wake-up coffee. I just woke up, so as I'm filming this, so I was like, let's get into my coffee shit. And I'm satisfied with it. Would I spend $20 for a full bag again? Probably not. I'm gonna be real with you. So I have a genuine suggestion here. Okay, my camera's frozen. Fuck me. How long has it been frozen? I feel like such a dipshit. Have I only been checking the viewfinder? I have. I've totally only been checking the viewfinder. So here's the coffee. Man, I'm such a retard. Anyways, so that's my takeaway. Here's my honest suggestion. Hambly, instead of doing coffee brand coffee, should do your coffee brand. That should be the name of the company. And then I'm being serious. I think this is a fucking genius idea, and I think I'm a fucking 1000 IQ Mad Max genius right now. Look, these animes need coffee, and the Phase Connect's in Canada. They're exporting from Canada, which is about to be hit by like 10 trillion% tariffs. So what you do is you reach out to these influencers, because Jeremy already makes like 10 trillion different kinds of coffee, right? He seems to really like having a wide variety of coffee so that there's no economy and scale at all. So reach out to all these influencers and do a your coffee brand sale. Talk to these people, because he seems to really like his coffee. Talk to them and figure out like what kind of coffee do you want. Get them to be like, I like strawberry. make the strawberry coffee that doesn't taste like horse and then sell that and just be a white label. And that way you don't have to rely on your audience and you don't have to rely on people finding you at Walmart or Amazon, because you're going to have all these other people selling your coffee under their name. Everyone seems to want to have a coffee anyways. You got the Tim Pool coffee, the New Project Brew, the Quarren coffee. You got all these fucking people selling coffee. Well, make it easy on them and, coordinate with these other influencers and get them to sell your coffee for you. And that way, when I buy the fucking meme coffee off the internet for a joke review, I'm like, hey, this is surprisingly good. It's not $40 fucking good, but I'm going to drink the rest of this. You know what I mean? I think that's the way to go. I think I'm a genius. I just saved Quartering's business right there. His coffee's good, but it's like, I'll tell you my real takeaway of this. Like I said, his audience is going to come from Amazon and from his own audience and nobody else, right? So, what was I going to say? Oh, if I wanted to, when I do this, if I'm going to buy more coffee, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to a local brewer and I'm going to buy my coffee beans locally, because then it's as fresh as possible. I know they buy the fucking beans and they brew them on the site and I get them the same day that they're brewed, right? No shipping, no waiting, and I'm supporting a local business. That's where I'm going to get my coffee. So you're really at a disadvantage. The people who do want to support like an American business are going to buy local, because why would they buy internet when they and buy anything internet? If you're going to go to the internet to buy your coffee, you're going to buy the best coffee that you could possibly get or that you want to pay for. You're not going to buy the internet influencer coffee. So I think that he's really barking up the wrong tree. He's going down the wrong path. I think there is a demand for what he's doing, but he needs to white label it. I'm being dead serious. This is honest. I honestly feel like this is $1 million idea. Make your coffee and then send out samples to the people at like Phase Connect and be like, look, your coffee sucks. You're making it in Canada. Americans are your main consumer base. They're not buying it. I can make it in America. I can avoid the tariffs. I can ship it locally in a couple days. His coffee arrives super fucking fast to where I'm at. And people are going to like it because I know what I'm doing. I have just saved your fucking business, Hambly. Feel free to write me a check when you're a millionaire. All right. Feel free to take me on a tour in your plane. Here it is, final view of it. Let me take a sip of Cafe Bustelo, see how it holds up. It's good. Well, here's what I'll say. Cafe Bustelo is a good coffee. I like it a lot. Pairs excellent with milk. But the Coffee Brand coffee is notably more flavorful. And that's probably because the coffee is just older because of how they distribute it from Bustelo. And so the flavors are less prominent. So I'll give them that. This is a good cup of coffee. Probably not worth $20. And if it is worth $20, I'd rather just support local brewers, or local roasters that roast in the area. Sorry, I get a grind in my throat. That's why I fucking hate coffee grinds. Anyways, I hope you have enjoyed this review. Thank you so much for being a member of the Locals. If you're watching this on Locals, matt@theinternet.locals.com. If you're not, I appreciate everybody's support. And again, I hope you've enjoyed this.